everybody? Welcome to Todd's Corner. I'm back, and this is actually Todd's Corner. If you look behind me, hold on, right there's the corner. So let me bring in my buddy Richard. He's going to tell us about his exciting weekend.
How's it going, Todd? How are you doing?
Doing. So,
yeah.
I hear you had a big weekend.
Yeah, really mad weekend. We obviously, to do with the Coof, we've had so much events have been cancelled, and we've not been able to put anything on to show the general public what we've been doing. Just because of Coof, people are still building stuff. I haven't stopped over the lockdowns, etc. I've just carried on building. The only problem is I've been running out of space. Todd knows this.
Space is valuable anymore with what we do, isn't it?
Yeah. I used to play a doctor, but now somebody stole the TARDIS key, so I ain't got infinite rooms and stuff to store stuff anymore. So that's a big problem. But anyway, we were sorting out models and such. And anyway, the good friend Dave Sissons was we organised it last year. We were down at Cromford Meadow, which it's quite local to me, at north of England. It's Midlands-ish, but it's a bit further up north. And basically, it was a case of we want to put an event on for a lot of the model makers who are down south, up north. Sorry. So we put this event on. We did it last year. It was really good. And this year we did it again. We got more people down there and put a bigger display on. And the tent was full. So it was great. It's a lot of people want to see the work. A lot of people have got to see all those famous spaceships from Thunderbirds and Star Wars and a certain big ship from Serenity. Battlestar Galactica.
That thing's huge. Even though I've seen it in your little studio there, man, when it was all together on the ground, oh my gosh. You should have laid next to it so everybody could see exactly how big it was.
Well, I'm 6 foot. I'm 6'2", some other reason, and that thing's 5.5 foot long.
Have to put it together in your.
You know, it is where it is. It's a beautiful model. It's been a lot of graft, a lot of hard work, and I mean, I have to say it's 80% of it's 3D printed. But when somebody thinks 3D printing, they go, "Oh, it just comes off the machine, and you paint it, and it's done." But there was so much work went into cleaning it up.
What? That's easy.
Ew. So much work, and then obviously there's certain areas where you do loads of scratch building. Mm-hmm. And if I've got, I can show you some of the pieces because actually, if you look behind me, here-ish, this is where she is. She's parked up here. Parts of her because I can't build her in one piece.
She's been parted out.
Yeah, she's been separated.
Wow, that's amazing.
That's one of the engines. So we've already got the electrics put into it, but that's all got to be wired up. But we've got beacon lights on the top, beacon lights underneath, and as a homage to two famous spaceships that I really do love, which is the refitted Enterprise. I wanted a light. Where are we? Yeah, I wanted a light there, so that would shine on the side of the bodywork, like the NCC 1701 registration number shines there. Obviously, there's no number there, but I wanted that light effect. And the other homage to another sci-fi ship is, if you notice, this is wrong. Don't worry about it. It's my ship, so
this is wrong.
But it's mine. But if you notice, they're all grey, and they all should be one colour grey. But you've got a darker grey, and then you've got a red. Now, Todd, come on, have a think. Spaceships, sci-fi. What's that a nod to?
I don't know.
Come on. You're American. It's one of the greatest spaceships that was ever created by the Americans.
The greatest?
In sci-fi.
The Eagle.
We created that.
That's right.
No. Come on. Sci-fi spaceship created by the Americans.
Gotta be the Enterprise.
No, come on.
What is sci-fi? I'm drawing a blank, but I don't know why.
It's the Falcon.
Oh, the Millennium Falcon. Okay. Sorry.
Right at the back of the Falcon, she's got all these little flaps.
Yeah.
And they're all grey, and one's dark grey, and they've got red panels as well.
Nice. I love the Falcon, but I'm not as expertise as you are on it.
Well, you'll be able to see her in a bit. I've got her parked up next to me. But let's say that's part of that is the 3D print. But all this here, that's all scratch built. All that greeblies and all the paneling, that's all the pipes, etc. All this kind of stuff. That's all scratch. It's all scratch. The end engine.
Ow.
That's the outside. That's all. That's print. But I didn't like the inside, so I looked at F-18 Hornets and Tomcats and various jets, F-35 Raptors, and I copied the inside of the jet.
It's pretty nice.
So it's all a fan-based thing, because obviously this is a fan, so to actually let more of the jet out.
Yeah. And
we've got a bulb set right in the back with a dome on it, so that lights up, and this all lights up and pulsators in different colours. That's one of the engines.
That's one engine.
That's one engine.
I know it's huge, man. I don't know how you do it.
It's huge. I mean, this is not a scratch built part for her. Hang on, let me take it out the other way because it's that big. 1 minute. And this is the cargo bay. So,
wow.
And that's all scratch built up. And the thing why I made it like this is because how you slide it into the cargo bay, it's just taped. But get my fingers around it. There we go. So obviously that's your top. That's your top section. That's also plastic art with some girder work underneath there.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, with bits of piping and stuff like that. And then this is going to have, and then it's got rust and stuff. And then obviously that's all the parts.
That's crazy.
I mean, before I was do this for a living, that kind of stuff, all these seats and all these steps, I used to fabricate that in real life for industrial sites. I used to make that for real life. So making it in miniature is very, like it's coming back home, but in a in a different world.
Yeah,
different style.
That's pretty cool.
So yes, I've heard that there's all the Space 1999 stuff started to drop with the comlocks and the phasers and.
Oh yeah, yeah. 1612s dropped there. They have shipped quite a bit of them out. I know. I heard that they had they didn't get them all shipped to 1612, so they've got like a second batch coming in next month.
Right.
So I've heard scuttlebutt a little bit about people not getting theirs yet, and I know they're frustrated. It's just we're coming out of this crazy year of COVID, and I don't know what it's like over here, but we're pretty much wide open right now. But
yeah, I mean, in the UK,
I can't get anybody to come to work, and it's the same with all of our fast food places, our grocery stores. There's help wanted signs in every business. So
Yeah, I mean, we
not
have
open as quick
we have
as I thought it would be. I thought, okay, business as usual.
yes.
But there's Starbucks. They close at certain hours because they can't face all their. They can't put people in each shift, so they're running one shift. And
In America, do you have the, like, because in the UK we've got this app, love it or hate it, and basically it's been pinging a lot of people and taking people out of work, and then we have thing over here where you get pinged and then you have to quarantine, and even if you've got a negative test, you still have to quarantine.
We don't have that.
It's the UK. We have stupid rules.
Why would you have to quarantine if you got a negative test?
Good question.
Anyway,
Don't know the answer.
This is what I'm trying to say, that they're still having the same problems all over the world, trying to get everybody back to work.
Some people don't want to go back to work. They've enjoyed it. They've enjoyed their time off. They don't want to go back.
They've been getting paid.
Yeah,
if you're making more,
why do I want to go back? I've been paid. I'm enjoying myself. What? The
whole thing is, we're gonna have to be a little patient with these these companies like 1612, and we're lucky. We got quite a bit delivered during the COVID.
Oh yeah, I mean, it was nice when round 2 was saying all the new models they're going to be releasing,
mm-hmm.
and even though through the COOF, they've planned ahead and gone, this is what's going to happen. These are models going to be coming out.
Hey, somebody noticed your haircut.
Yeah, I got it.
Shit, somebody took the weed eater.
I know. It's gone. It'll grow back. It's hair.
Right.
It's not like I've chopped my arm off. You know what I mean?
That was Dennis.
I know. I know Dennis is used to me having long hair, but it's gone. And the day when I'm working, it just got in the way. So it was like, and it's hot. It's hot over here. I know you Americans, you have air conditioning and you have fans in your rooms and all this kind of stuff. Us Brits, we're not used to this hot weather, so we're a bit doesn't work for us. So we need to just remove hair. It grows back. We'll be fine.
Well, you guys can buy air conditioners, can't you?
Yeah, but we don't have them. We've never needed them.
Well, I've heard it's been a little warm over there this time of year.
Yeah, it's been cozy. Let's put it that way. I mean, let's lay on the top of the bed. We're living the high life. Yeah, you might be. I don't know.
Yeah, it just depends. Yeah, that's different.
I know. I mean, we have a saying in the UK, in this part of the UK. If you're cold, you're called your nesh.
Nash?
Your nesh.
What's that mean?
You're cold. You basically what it is if somebody doesn't like to put a jumper on, or I'm cold, and then somebody's walking around with a t-shirt on, where you say, oh, what's up with you? You nesh or something.
Okay.
Means you feel the cold before somebody else.
Right.
Yeah. I mean, there was the saying that we used to say, which was they used to have on the weather, and they used to go, oh no, there's snowstorms or there's thunder and there's rain, and it's going to be really bad, and everybody down south panics like hell, and us up north we just put a jumper on. We just put a jumper on. We're good.
That's funny. But Canada. Dennis lives in Canada. But the thing I was trying to say is we got to be patient. Nothing's going to go exactly 100% the correct way for right now. So
no, it won't.
I understand it's frustrating, and I can't say that I understand that completely, because I got my stuff, but there's a few. So let's just be patient and try not to. I
think at the end of the day, things will come. You'll get your models.
Yeah.
You place your orders. Don't worry.
They've got that Delta variant going around, and it's mostly the people that haven't got vaccinated yet, but that's their choice.
That's the thing. We should make it a choice. Mm-hmm. If you want it, you take it. If you don't want it, you don't have to take it. It's done. Let people have a choice. Let people have a choice, and then everybody be fine about it. That's it.
But anyway, so they've dropped the stun gun and the comm lock, which are pretty nice. They're not perfect.
Well, we've got the other ones coming from round 2, so we've got those as well. So if you can't afford the 1612 ones, then you can get the round 2 ones.
Yeah, basically the ones from 1612 are for people that don't build or just collect.
Yeah.
So you'll have a chance to get the round 2 sets. So I
was thinking. Well, we're doing I'm working on. It's been a pain of a diorama, but it's going to happen. I spoke to the client over the weekend about it, which is the Blade Runner diorama I'm doing, and we've managed to get hold of a screen, and we've put the image of the Chinese woman having a cigarette. So it's from the scene from Blade Runner when the spinner goes past it. Mm-hmm. So we're trying to recreate that, and I presume, I don't know yet, I presume that you should be able to get a little LCD screen that will sit inside your comm lock, and that will have the various images on there that are moving. So you have all that, even to the point where if you want to put a camera in the end of it.
That'd be cool.
Yeah, I think the thing about it is you've got something there that's a shell. It's up to you what you do with it.
Right. No. What's the guy's name? How come every time I get on this damn screen, I just forget everybody's names?
I'm nearly 50, and my mate's telling me someone says, "Oh, this bloke, you know him," and I'm like going, "What's he look like?" Oh yeah, he's chubbish in the face, got a beard. I'm like going, "Yeah, I know loads of people like that." He's like,
"Yeah,
well, it's our age. Don't worry, Todd. It's our age. We forget."
Yeah, I turned 55 this year, and so did Star Trek. Oh, where's that?
Oh, baby.
Star Trek, 55 years old.
With the original Enterprise, which is the best Enterprise ever.
Ever. Randy Newbert is making the electronics for that kit.
Oh, wow.
So anybody that wants to get, sound and lights and maybe video, I can't remember how far he's going, but he'll
that's brilliant.
Effects.
That's brilliant. I mean, the thing about it is the guys at round 2 have made the shell.
Yeah.
And they've thought, this is what I love about this, is when you get say for instance, I'm building a model and I'm building something stock. When I say stock, I mean something from the shelves,
right?
That anybody can buy, not something that a friend's built or a 3D print or something's been designed or fiberglass. It's some stock from the shelf, but they have thought about it and think, right, let's think about the modeler. What does the modeler want? How far do they want to take this piece? Mm-hmm. And they put the allocation. Well, you can put some cable in, you can put some wiring in, you can put this, you can put that, you can put other. And I think that's brilliant. That's really thinking forward. And pat on back to round 2 for doing such a thing. It's very rare.
Let me call some people out here. Obviously, my partner in crime, Gordon, he is visiting his daughter in Alaska, Anchorage, Alaska.
Alaska, nice.
Yeah, she's stationed there, so they're having a good time from what I can tell. He says hello from Anchorage. Somewhere they said. I don't see him on here. But yeah, he's there. We got Christians out there. Dennis. Stephen Burns even joined us. Hey, Steve. Jan Winterberg is here. That guy is building that huge eagle.
Oh yeah,
Yeah,
I looked at that and I thought, is this a climbing frame? And it's like, no, this
it's
is
crazy.
massive. This is bonkers.
He's doing it, and it's looking good. I
So
can't wait.
what's the end result for this? I'd love to know. Is this something that he's going to have in his study?
Backyard, I believe.
Does he have the room for have one? Like, I know a lot of you people in America
It'll be
have like
outside.
cinema rooms. It's
Yeah, no,
outside.
this is going to be a big, huge. It's going to be outside.
Has he done the leg pods on it?
He's got quite a bit done. I have to.
Yeah.
On the next show, I'll probably see if I can grab him, and we'll show some pretty good photos. But
Cool.
yeah, he's shown several photos of, and it's huge.
I mean, the largest eagle I've ever seen is Andy Grimshaw's. He's 88
88,
inch
yeah.
eagle, and I thought that was like,
No,
that's big. That's big.
Big. I'm not sure what scale he calls it, but it's going to be like big.
I'd just call it half scale. Just say it's half scale. I'm not done with it. Half scale replica.
Back to your weekend. I'm going to show some pictures.
Oh yeah. The weekend. So yeah, more through the door, more displays, more people than and like I say, we want to make it bigger and bigger. We had some people who've come from abroad. That's the 3-foot eagle, VIP eagle I'd done for a customer.
Is that the 33 inch?
Yeah, 33 inch. Sorry, yes.
33 inch. That's nice.
And if you notice, I've done the pod how I think the VIP pod should be, which is half white, half orange. We can debate that later.
Nah, I think we'll leave the debate. I think everybody just do it the way they like it. It's really.
But the thing is, I've started, and this is something, and if you build an eagle, I think you encourage you to do this, and I think it makes the eagles look miles better. Is make that base like I do, which is I stole the idea from 1612, so I'm not original. But the thing is, it sets off your eagle.
It does.
It sets off your eagle, and it's only all it is a piece of MDF with a piece of plastic on top.
Right.
That's all it is. It's a piece of MDF with a piece of plastic on top, cut to size, and then obviously all around the edges, you just trim that with a strip of plastic, and then you cut some small pieces of plastic and you just detail it. Put some kit bash stuff on there, spray it all white, put a bit of weathering on it, jobs are good.
So, how heavy is that 33?
It's not heavy at all. Amazing. I mean, she's 3D printed.
Okay.
But she's got all the metal, all the alley on it is done from what do you call it? It's done by Mike Reeder. So I had a word with him when he was doing it, and I said, Mike, can you just thin them down a little bit if it's possible, just to lessen the weight? Because I know there was a completely plastic 44 made.
Right.
So I said, and he says, oh, yeah, I made the engine bells for all that. And I says, well, is it possible you could do the same kind of thing for me? And he says, yeah, no problem. So we worked on the scales. I mean, he had nothing to work from. So luckily, when I purchased the rough, and it was rough, let's be honest, 3D print that I got, we worked out some sizes. We had some engine bells, so we could work out the size of those engine bells. We didn't have any lower engine bells,
right,
for underneath the walkways and the pod. So we had to work those out. But we based them on the Mattel toy, the 3-foot Mattel toy. So we played around with sizes, and then obviously we measured the walkways and worked out sizes from the walkways. And then that's how we put it all together. But out of the amount of work I put into that to make it look like the pod was made by resin printed by Ian Lawrence in the UK.
Oh, Ian, yeah, I'm gonna have him on the show soon. I haven't nailed down a date yet, but yeah, that dude is.
Yeah, he's end of the day. He's like me. He puts his heart and soul into pieces. and then we sell them all. We get they're commissioned,
Right.
so they go. But yeah, it's he did that for me. He just told me, he says, "Can you tell me the distance between the walkways?" And then he made the bits accordingly for me, and then I just assembled it. Really good piece of workmanship. Fantastic. Went together so easy. Yeah, there we go. Somewhat from American history there.
This is awesome. This is covering a lot of sci-fi stuff.
Yeah.
I love the Battlestar Galactica Viper. I've always liked that ship.
I mean, in the day that when I got that, I mean, a customer basically got in touch with me and said, "Could you do? I've always wanted a Viper." And he says, "Yeah, I know, no problem, no problem." He says, "I managed to acquire one from a friend. It's scratch built. It needs a lot of work, but I think it's a good starting point." And I says, "Okay, not a problem." So I got this thing sent to me, and it didn't look like that. That's pretty much way. The front nose section was oval, so they've not done it the actual square, because it's the front of the nose is meant to do this, so it's low, it's smaller at the bottom. Oh, is it that way? Come on, Todd, you know your Battlestar Galactica.
Yeah, I know it, but I mean, I don't know.
So the front was, that's it. The top's less and the bottom's wider, so you get that shape. Well, the shape changes all the way down the body. So I said to him, I said, right, I've got to chop the nose off this thing. And he says, yeah, okay, I totally understand. I'll let you get on with it. The back end was actually not too bad at all, but it's a little bit out. So symmetrically, it's not bang on. So I had to fudge bits and bobs on it. We redid the wings. It had some blast holes in the wings. The guy originally made it. So we remade the wings. And then it came to the nose, and it was like, right, so what we're going to do with the nose? I literally I chopped it from where you see that the top engine. I chopped it straight down from there. So you've got this back end, and then I routed the internet, because the time I had to get this thing done, I routed the internet to see if there's any like a 3D print of a front nose cone, and I couldn't that we could enlarge to that size, because she's 3 foot long. And it's like, I tried to find something, I couldn't find anything. And then we went, now this is going back to, you must have had one of these, Todd. When you were a kid, can you remember the Battlestar Galactica toys?
Yeah, the ones that had the little
the fire of the missile at the top.
Yeah. Heck yeah! I think I got one somewhere in storage.
Yeah. So basically, what it is, obviously, that's been discontinued a long, long time.
Mm-hmm.
And they literally said, I said, we've got to find something. Anyway, somebody had scanned that toy, all the individual pieces of that toy, so you could print the toy off.
Wow.
But the thing about it was accurate enough to work with. Yeah, where the actual slot is in the side is not quite right, but we can work around it. So it was literally, I have that piece, and he printed it out for me, and I hacked the living crap out of it, and it's got a block of wood in it, and marrying everything up. So you got 2 ends, so it was marrying those pieces up. But the one slight problem, the guy who actually originally scratch builded it, he made the front of it too high. Right. So when I come to marry up the nose underneath the engine, how it should sit, I had about 25 mil underneath. So where it should go literally smooth all the way down the nose underneath. So I had a lump. So I had to make a grill, and I had to make things to marry up. It's got a little bit of nods and winks and stuff. And then when I did all that, I was meant to be putting it on a track, the launch ramp that takes it out of Galactica. And the guy says, I ain't got enough room for that. Yeah. You've got a 3 foot Viper, don't you want it? No, I don't want it. So I says, well, we can put it on a display stand. And he says, yeah, that's fine. And then I had this, and then I was just surfing the internet, and I just managed to find the original plans and how to of the landing legs. And I went,
good.
Shall we? And he says, if you would, that'd be amazing. So that's what happened. I remade the landing legs out of brass and put all kit bits on them and made all the. Amazingly enough, the front nose is it looks like it's from an F4 Phantom. So it's like these little things that they use from actual real world engineering of aircraft. But yeah, it's all going together. Lighting ring inside it. The figure inside is Starbuck. I managed to get. He supplied the. There's a Starbuck figure that you can. It's really. He's doing this. He's doing like the Han Solo pose. With a gun in the hand, getting some of this kind of stuff.
I
So
got
it was a case of chop the head off. Poor boy. I chopped the legs off.
That thing's 3 feet long.
That's 3 feet long. Yeah. Hang on, I'll send you some more images. Hang on.
Yeah.
I'll send some more images of that.
I got some. Yeah.
Have you got some? I'll send some if you want them.
Yeah.
Okay. So yeah, it was. Hang on a second. There we go. That one. There you go. You have all these. Have these. Here we go. Keep you busy. Here we go. Right, I've sent. There's pictures of the Viper. Yes. What can we say about this?
I need to get it. Let's see if we can get it. There it is.
What can we say about that?
Look at how big that is. Holy crap.
That's 5.5 foot long.
Wow. I don't know how you do that stuff.
She's not finished yet. She's all printed, obviously, and
right.
she's all semi-finished. So she's waiting for a coat of paint. Literally, right. That's what she's waiting for. The cockpit in there has got Wash, Malcolm, and I forgot the black lass's name. Damn, how crap am I? But anyway, it's got the cast in the cockpit, plus the dinosaurs on the thing with the palm tree. It's all there. And all that lights on all the cockpit lights up. All the down lights light up.
Have you got the lights figured out? Yeah.
Well, we've got all the lights figured out. Because the cargo bay I've just shown you, that's going to have a piece of plastic on the top, and there's going to be loads of circuit boards on top of it.
Right.
She's going to break down into 2 parts. The painted part you can see with I call it the tusks. It's the hoop with the tusks that go underneath the egg engine. That's all one piece, and everything else is another piece. The engines, as you can see, come off as separate.
Does it separate right here?
No, a bit further back.
Further back.
Okay, keep going. There, that's it. There.
Okay.
So where it's painted,
this is all one piece.
That's all one piece,
including the
wings. The wings, yeah.
But this comes off. All that
is one. Yeah, that whole back end section's another piece as well. It's massive.
And then you got the Falcon here.
Somebody actually commented and said, is that Falcon in scale with Serenity? And no, it's not. The Falcon is it's a weird scale. I'll give you. Hang on, actually, I can because obviously I have the Falcon next to me, so I can give you an idea of scaling. So I can give you an idea of figures because I have got figures in my Falcon. I'll pull one of the figures out, and then I'll pull one of my other figures out. That I haven't painted these yet, so they're still in plastic. Cool. Right. So, where's the camera? There we go. So everybody knows who that is. That's Kaylee. There's Kaylee, right? And this obviously is Luke Skywalker. So that gives you an idea of the sizes.
Oh, wow.
So that gives you an idea how big the Millennium Falcon is compared to Serenity. So, yeah. There's a big difference. That is near on 1/50th. Ish.
1/50th.
Ish. Somewhere around that.
So that's the toy that the actual Hasbro Falcon?
No. This is the DeAgostini.
Oh, that's right.
That's the Dini one. Dini
Yeah.
one. Mr. D'Agostini one. Yeah. It's ever since I built the, I did the Hasbro one for a customer. Ever since I did the Hasbro one, I fell in love with the Falcon, and I said I have to have a Falcon. So from that, I looked online, and I was very fortunate. Somebody had got a, yeah, there's the engine.
Jesus.
Look at that thing. Look at that thing. It's like a part of a proton pack, isn't it?
Right. That's pretty crazy.
It's like from the new film of the new what's it called?
Yeah.
The new Ghostbusters film.
Oh, the Ghostbusters.
It's mad. But the thing, I'll be honest with you, totally honest with you. Working on that, I mean, you have to, when you're working on a small model, you can put washers on and you can play with it a little bit and get away with it.
Yeah, they're
That thing's
big
massive.
it is.
So you have to, the bigger the model, the more you have to put in. So the amount of detail you have to put in, shaded, washers, scratch marks, panel lines, drawing panel lines on it with a pencil.
Mm-hmm.
It's mental. That amazing enough, there's a paint. I'm probably late to the game. I've used this stuff before, but I didn't really know. I liked it because just the color. But it's the paint I used for the back end section of the engine for her. It's done by a company called Humbrol, and it's called polished steel.
Oh yeah,
and it's got fibers in it. So you spray the bloody thing, and I wiped it by chance by my thumb. I went, shit, this thing goes shinier. Hang on a second, let's keep going. And I shined the thing up, and I went, this actually really looks real metal. So that's that. But
that thing's
look at that. Well, look at it, it's a beast. I just look at it; it just amazes me. All the piping on there, I had to make all that from acrylic tube, solid acrylic tube, and I just bent it by using a fag light, a cigarette lighter. You don't call them fags, you know, one of these cigarette lighter, fag lighter, one of these.
That's nuts.
So I use that just to heat it up and bend it.
That is a pretty neat.
She's massive, isn't she?
Yeah, she's massive.
Just imagine imagine that when she's finished and painted. And the cargo bay, I have been ordered, and I will do as I'm told. I've been ordered to make a Kaylee sat down on a chair in front of Serenity with a parasol. So she's just there.
Oh, that ought to be interesting.
I've got the mule. Oh, what's happened to that image? I don't know what's going on there.
That went a little crazy, didn't it?
Yeah, that was a bit weird.
There's the back end. Look at that thing. Jeez.
It looks big. Actually, it looks bigger than it is. Because I mean, 5.5 foot long is big, but it looks even bigger.
It's got some meat to it.
Yes, meat and two veg and everything else.
Yeah, that's incredible. I can't wait to see it finished. Now, is that a customer build or is that yours? Wow.
It's mine.
So I have a feeling there's going to be somebody that's going to be like, hey, I'd like to get one of those.
Let's put it this way. It's got 25 kilograms of PLA inside it. So it's 25 kilograms of plastic inside it. And it took half a year to print. Look
at that. Look at the details in here.
Yeah, you'll be able to see all that. And what I'm going to do is from the ceiling, you're going to have, this is a new piece of kit that's come to me thanks to my lighting guy, Warren Monk. He basically, we've got like little fluorescent, like on my bench here, I've got a fluorescent tube. You can get mini fluorescent tubes. Yes. So what we're going to do is going to put 3 fluorescent tubes inside the hangar bay.
Hey, that's
That's not my. That what the hell's that?
That's some pictures I sent you a while back.
We're going to put some fluorescent tubes inside. So, and what I'm going to do is I'm going to make some little chains.
Mm-hmm.
So you're going to get the 3 fronts. So you're going to get fluorescent tube over either side and the other one in the back. And also in the hangar bay, well, the cargo bay, hangar bay, whatever you want to call it.
Oh, wow. That's neat.
That's the mule.
Yep.
So the mule's going to be in there.
That's cool.
Oh, and this is another thing. There you go. Can you see what that is, Todd?
Hold on, let me put you up front.
What's that, Todd?
Is that a weight bench?
Yeah, that's right. It's a weight bench.
That's what it looks like.
That's Jay's weight bench.
Oh my goodness.
And 1 second. Wait for it.
Wait for it. And the barbell with the weights on it. See, those are details that just make things amazing.
And there you go.
I think I've met this gentleman sitting in this chair here. Well, I mean, on video chat. Isn't that your dad?
That's my dad.
Yeah.
That's my dad in the photo. Yeah. That's the man.
Look at these nice, beautiful little eagles down here. Oh, and I see something like a different type of eagle down there.
People can't see those images, Todd. You put me on full screen, dude.
Oh, yeah, there.
You're bad. My bad.
My bad.
There we go. Yes. So yeah, we've got all the eagles there, and the 2 of them eagles are yours, Todd. I do believe that one there,
and
that one there.
Delicious.
You crazy man.
So, since we've been talking, Jan did say it's a quarter scale eagle. So
there you go.
That'd be interesting.
Yeah, it'd be nice.
Quarter
I mean, like I say,
scale.
the thing about it is when we put the markings on the eagles, so obviously the different markings, so the red strips, the black strips, and stuff like that. It'll be using gaffer tape. You know what I mean? It'd be like, that'd be one of the tube lines.
Right.
And here we go. Yep, there you go. Of the Galactica Viper.
That is outstanding. Look at the details.
Like I said, that's a sculpted. So the body of that was originally a figure from Gotham.
Gotham?
And he was wearing. Yeah, have you know the series Gotham?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Well, there's a figure in there that just worked perfect for him. So I chopped the figure up. He was wearing a shirt, so everything was bang on. So I sculpted the jacket on there, sculpted the under thing for it. The helmet is the helmet straight from the figure that you get, the original figure, and the head is been repainted and is the original one. But yeah, and he said to me, he says, "I don't want any glass in it. I want it like a studio. I want it like the studio miniature." So no, even though I don't think there was I mean, you'll have to ask the chat, but I don't know if there was a 3-foot studio miniature built.
Right.
I know there was like a foot, about so called. I don't know. I'm not sure. I'm only learning about Battlestar Galactica. I do apologize. A lot of the things that I end up building, I know very little, but I research what I'm building, so I know what needs to be built and how it's got to look and etc. So that's what I work on. Well, some background information I don't know, so I don't know the scale they actually used for filming. I know the actual Galactica herself. She was like 5 foot long. She was big. There you go. She's got her lights on.
A nice nose here.
There you go. That's it. That should be. So it should
Oh
be.
yeah, you put the lights down here. That's cool.
Yes, yeah. She's got all the lights on every one of the legs. So she's got her lights on. The engines light up. Yeah, there you go. Look, all the scanner, all the lights inside. But Todd, when we end up doing this one,
what one? Hold on.
This
Here
one.
we go. I'm trying to watch you and.
I know you're trying to do two things at once. It's multitasking. So obviously,
I'm not a big fan of the newer ones. I mean, they're fine. I mean, I don't dislike them, but I like the originals better.
Yeah. So yeah, this one, we've got the print for this. I mean, this is a 72 scale one.
Yeah.
And I'm a bit of a, and come on in the chat. Can we have some love for Katie Sackhoff, because she's great. She actually played brilliantly as Starbuck. And anyway, I'm going to do a Starbuck Katie Sackhoff Mark II Viper, 3 foot. That's my new big build. I know I haven't finished that big build, but that's my new big build.
Let me. Jan's asking a detail about your 33-inch VIP Eagle. He said,
"Yes, go for it."
He noticed there's a large gap between the two middle tube sections of the spine. Yeah.
Large gap between the middle two sections of the spine. Yeah. What it was, the spine itself was made in 3 sections. It's all 3D printed. So if I put some weight on it, it's going to break. It can't carry weight. The guy who designed it didn't design it correctly, because it's meant to have when right near the center of the actual the spine, it's meant to have some uprights, and it didn't have them. But the thing is, the guy had already put extra pile on, so it would have looked odd if I'd have put them on. So I've left it as it was. The thing about it is, I asked the customer about this, and I said to him, I says, look, there's things on this that are not quite right. It's neither an Eagle 1 or an Eagle 2 or an Eagle 3 for that matter. It's amalgamation because it's got some raised panels on it. I mean, I had when I got it originally, the panels on the leg pods,
right,
top panels, weren't even correct. So I mean, Dave Sissons I got some. Me and David looked at it, and we had a play with sizes that looked about sort of right, and he actually collared it on it, and I made some amendments. But the thing about this, it was printed in such a, I don't think it's ABS. I could have been PLA. I'm not sure. But the thing about it was, the print was so old. It sanded really easy, which is a bit scary because it shouldn't. But I kept on putting filler primer on it and sanding it back, filler primer on it. And I was a little bit worried because if it's a very old 3D print, I was a little bit worried that if it might break,
get brittle.
Yes, the back section next to the engine, that cage, that was very brittle indeed. I actually literally said to the customer, I've braced this as much as I can, but I might have to make some pieces that goes over the framework slightly. And they were like, don't worry about it, Rich. Just do what you need to do to actually make the model work. And I says, don't worry, it will all work. I'll blend it all in. I says, but I might have to do some little things on that and not, just to give it the strength. So that's something I ended up doing. I mean, the initial walkways, I actually scratch built one because I was going to scratch build because the walkways were so bad. And I was going to scratch build, but I just persevered, and I got some Panther kits, and I've got some other tank kits, and I literally just persevered, and then because the detail, and I ended up chopping out sections of them and rebuilding the walkways, and they worked in the end. I managed to use.
That looks good.
Yeah, I mean, if it's a bang on replica from the like round 2. Yeah.
Yeah.
But this wasn't. So you what you're doing is you've got to do a compromise.
Mm-hmm.
That's not quite right. I mean, it had on the frame, the spine when it joined to the actual the front cages. They were like little blocks that was actually on the spine, and I was going to remove them, but the thing was so brittle. If I started removing it, it was gonna. Oh. You're opening up a massive can of worms. So for the sake of just leaving something, it was like, if the customer's happy.
Actually, yeah, basically.
I mean, I've got a philosophy. I've got a philosophy, Todd. If I'm not happy with it, then you don't get it. But we were looking at it, and the amount of hours that would have had to go in to fix certain jobs, the price of the model would have to gone up again.
Right.
And we agreed on a price, and it was literally we can't. If there's more work going to need, it's going to more cost. And it was like, look, Rich, for sake on it, just leave them. Mm-hmm. I'm happy with it.
Yeah, that's good. Hopefully that answered Jan's question.
Yeah.
Let's go back to this Viper. Look how big that sucker is.
Yeah, it's on the landing bay of the kitchen table, the kitchen worktop underneath the Mark 7 washing machine.
Mark 7 washing machine. Hey.
The anti-Cylon machine.
Some of the best things were made in the strangest places.
Oh, yeah. I mean, my friend said to me, he says it'd be great if you could have built a Cylon Raider in scale. But, yeah.
Yeah, definitely.
It's really awkward, that cockpit, because I had so much... When I come to getting the figure fit, but the control panels were such a pain to get them to fit. And I drilled 2 holes behind him, and there was 2 pipes. So all the cables went into these 2 pipes, and I had my good friend Tony Freeman and actually Warren. We had tweezers, and we were getting all these individual cables, tweezing these cables through these bloody holes. I mean, but a bit of stress, but we got there in the end.
Right.
We got there in the end. Perseverance.
It's very nice.
It's like I say, if it wasn't for me building that, then I wouldn't look at watching Battlestar Galactica again. Then I wouldn't have watched the new series of Battlestar Galactica, and then I won't want to build the Mark II Viper with Katie Sackhoff in. So it's
right.
It's like I say, the situation with the Falcon. I mean, I've got the camera. If it wasn't me building the Hasbro Falcon, I want to build this. I want to have this there.
Yeah,
that's the studio scale, the 32-inch Falcon.
That's neat.
And that was an eye-opener. Because when you build that, when you paint it, especially when you paint it, if you're going to paint it like the studio miniature, it's an eye-opener because you don't paint it how you normally paint a normal model.
Right.
It's weird. And the thing about it is, if you look at the studio model, there's weird paint splats on it. And people have recreated the paint splats. And it's like,
yeah.
So why has he got a paint splat there? It's because this studio model, they rushed to get the thing through, to get it to filmed for ILM, because they were rushing down at Pinewood to get the other one built for filming in Pinewood Studios, London. Mm-hmm. And while you're spraying, sometimes the airbrush has a moment, and it just goes
right,
and it's like, we haven't got time to clean that off. Oh, that's some battle damage. Leave it. Just leave it.
Right.
And that's so there's some weird marks on her, and it's like it's because when they were spraying it, you have little mistakes, and you haven't got time to correct those mistakes, so you just leave it.
Yeah.
So,
well, you gotta do what you gotta do.
You gotta do what you gotta do. So we try and recreate little bits and bobs like that, but it's like it's funny. It's funny when you see stuff like that on studio miniatures.
Right.
Because we didn't mean to do that. But leave it. It's stuck.
So. Exactly. Trying to find a picture here. I wanted to show something.
What we're looking for.
A while back. There we go.
Oh, the Maya.
That looks good.
I mean, I give my to round two because I do compliment the work.
Mm-hmm.
I looked at the figures and I was like going, hmm, "Where's Maya? If you're gonna do them out of costume, where's Maya?
Right.
Where is she? Where is she gone?" And I just said to my friend Warren, I said, "Is there any 3D girls just sat down? I mean, I want them to be." And he says, "What do you want?" I says, "If they're wearing a skirt, that would be brilliant. But if it's just like a girl in a bathing costume, that's perfect because I can paint the costume on.
Mm-hmm.
Because I'm not restricted by if they're wearing something already or it's like a V neck or whatever. I'd have to sand that off." And no, it was perfect. So yeah, that figure just works so much. And I enlarged that figure because that's on your 44, or not on your 22. Sorry, I
Right.
enlarged that figure to put on the larger eagle. So there's a Maya sat in the cockpit of the big eagle as well.
That's pretty neat.
Love Maya, one of my childhood loves, can we say?
She is definitely everybody's
Catherine,
childhood loves.
oh, Catherine Charlotte, and what's the other one? Because my friend was telling me about it. Was saying, "Oh, what about the other amazing woman in sci-fi?" And I says, "Who are you talking about?" And he said, "The woman from Buck Rogers in the 25th century."
Hmm.
What's
Oh, Linda
Gray?
Linda Gray, yeah.
Yeah, yeah. And I was like, "Oh yes, oh yes." Say no more.
We had some really good female actors back in the day. Well, I mean, they do today too, but
Oh yeah, oh yeah. I think we forget sometimes how good the leading ladies we had in TV and film. It's like some people have forgot and they think it's a new thing, but really it's not. It's not. Strong female characters have been there for a very long time. I mean, here we go. These are the figures. This is how they started out. So I've got four girls, and they're all resin printed.
that's pretty cool.
So, like I say, they can be painted up and put on board, shall we say? I mean, I did put a little bump of milliput because obviously her hair's up, isn't it? So
Right.
yeah. So this girl doesn't have her hair up, but that's the only thing I did change. I know I own what I know. Chris Potter, my good friend down south, he wants
Right.
one of those, so I'm going to let him have two of those. Get two printed off for him. Would you believe? Look at this figure here, Todd. Can you see that figure?
Yeah.
That is not Space 1999. Would you believe that? That's from the Moon Bus
The moon bus.
from 2001.
Yeah.
Yeah, but it just looks like Space 999, doesn't it?
Yeah.
I wonder what Brian Johnson was thinking.
Get it done.
If it works, we use it.
Yep. They're not going to see very many shots of inside the cockpit, so why worry?
I'll be honest with you. I've seen. I don't know. I'd love to come. I don't know if the person's watching or hopefully he watches this stream, but I want to compliment the model maker who made the model of the cutout eagle. Not just from the actual how good it looks, but from the standpoint of how hard that is to do. And keep it looking clean. That's
right.
the thing. And I have to take my hat off to the individual who's done it. It's really nice piece of work. Really nice piece of work. And also because we all know this, Todd, where the figures are mounted on the 22s, 44s, etc., etc. That's not really where the pilot sits. It's a lot lower. Right. And that figure that model looked really good. Really, 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 really good. But yeah. Oh, here we go. I've got a spare.
Beautiful.
She's missing a leg. You can sculpt a leg on.
Well, yeah.
Stick a leg on. So how's actually you're talking about me quite a bit. How have you been, Todd? Because obviously you've been on your big move. And how many models have survived the transfer, or hasn't that happened yet?
It's not finished, but the majority of the stuff that I need to live here where I'm at now is here. I'm still unpacking things. I haven't got all my collection moved over here yet. I'm still trying to pack up the other house because, I was married for 25 years. You collect a lot of stuff. I mean,
I would dread moving.
Yeah, it's a mess. So between my crazy hours at work, and I've still got my sister and another person still living in there. They're looking for places to stay, so I need to get packed up and cleaned up and on the market. I've got a few people that said they might want to buy it, but we'll see.
We'll see how it goes.
Mm-hmm.
See how it goes.
It's definitely something I don't want to do again for a long time.
I mean, it's meant to be the worst, one of the worst things moving. It's very stressful. So, I mean, how much stuff I've got here it's ridiculous.
Just imagine trying to pack all that up and figure out where and what it's going.
I mean, if I'm my way and I had a massive amount of money thrown at me,
mm-hmm.
I would literally go and get myself a unit.
That's what
and have all that as a unit. And so I'd have a unit with spraying section, fettling section, so tidying up,
mm-hmm.
Fabrication, finishing, office there and everything like that.
Right.
Probably employ some young lads to learn the trade, because end of the day this is a dying trade and it needs to be keep going, because CG isn't. I mean, yeah, you could say I use CG because obviously I use the 3D printing and it's a tool. I use it as a tool.
Yeah.
But the thing about it is, I think the thing when we were down at the event over the weekend, there were basically a lot of people were saying to me that you cannot beat a practical model shot in camera.
Right.
There's something about a practical model. It has weight, it has dynamic, it has presence. And a CG model really doesn't have that.
CG comes in handy on some things.
It comes. You can put composites,
right.
So you can form this and composite. I mean, I'm working with a group of lads called In Camera. They're based in Bristol, and they do all the They're trying to recreate all the effects in camera, including Space 1999 explosion effects.
Right.
Done by the Brian Johnson special effects with when an eagle blew up, you get the explosion and it's exploded above the camera, so you get all the particles going everywhere. And their work is really, really good. So we're going to be doing some work with those guys. It's going to be interesting. There's going to be some in development soon, hopefully. So,
who all did anybody? The show you did yesterday, was Brian there or anybody like that?
No, but this is what we want to do. This is what we want to do. We want to get at least a couple of people in there.
How did the turnout? Did you have a lot of people show up?
Oh, we had a very strong turnout all morning. It calmed down about 1 o'clock, and then we had another massive strong turnout till we finished, which was about 4:30. So it's just, I mean, end of the day, I know it's a shame that some people can't travel from America to here, vice versa. But when we get past the madness, hopefully,
right,
we can all get back to normal. I know you want to come over. I mean, there was an illegal thing we were meant to be doing, weren't we? We're all there's
supposed to be another convention, but they've postponed it to 2022 now.
Let's just hope it happens in 2022, not 2023, not 2024. You know what I mean? It'd be nice. It would be nice.
if it doesn't happen, then I'm gonna have to just come over and we'll just have to do a get together, an eagle meet or something like that.
Oh yeah, whatever. I mean, end of the day, this can happen. This can happen. End of the day, I want you in the workshop next to me, Todd.
Yeah,
and I'll get because I've got another airbrush compressor in a box.
Right on.
Bring out the other compressor, and I've got 2 airbrushes, so I can show you how to do airbrushing. I can show you how to do paneling. I can show you how to do pastel work. So
that's gonna be fun.
$20 an hour. Sorry.
Okay, it's gonna be a short one.
Only kidding. The thing about it is, I would show anybody how to do this stuff because we need more people doing it.
Mm-hmm. I gotta show this. You know Jim Winch, right?
Yeah, I know James Winch.
So look at this. This is the original Moonbase outfit that he used for the doing the show.
Yeah. How good does that look? That just looks mint, doesn't it?
Yeah, he's done a really good job with it.
I mean, last time I saw that was down at let me have a think. Right, that was last time I saw it complete was down at Scarborough, and they had it. We had it on display. We had a load of originals. James was there. We had Eagle 1. We had Eagle 2. We had lots of the originals, not just from space,
right?
But from others.
From others. And,
I mean, I remember looking at it there. I thought this is not. This is big. It's nice, but I could see scuff marks on it, and it was, you could see because on the day it's made out of blocks of wood,
right?
And it's kit bashed over the top and plasticarded.
Yeah, he's refurbished all that.
That's what you should do. That's what you should do. Mm-hmm. Look how good that looks.
Oh yeah.
Now, if you'd left the pieces to go to rack and ruin,
yeah, I like the fact that he did refurbish this.
American cars. If you managed to get, if you found a really rare Dodge Viper or a Mustang or something, a classic American car that there were only like 20 of these things made. Would you just leave it in the boneyard to rust? Or you get the thing out, you refab it, you get it painted up, you clean it up. And right. I think this is the thing. That just shows to people that if we don't, and also like with David with Eagle 1, if you let these things just go to rack and ruin, then it's lost for generations, and people will never know about it ever again. Some people think, oh, well, it's Space 99, it ain't anything. But it's not. It's a piece of history, a piece of sci-fi history.
So he's put this in a museum. I'm not sure where it's at.
Yeah, it's at Milton Keynes, I think.
Milton Keynes. So this is going to be one of the places I have to visit because I want a picture of me standing in front of it like Brian Johnson holding the Metaprobe.
Ultraprobe. Was it the Ultraprobe he was holding?
Metaprobe.
Metaprobe. There we go.
But these are temporary landing pads. They're working on the new ones for it.
Yeah, Chris Potter's got some really small eagles.
Mm-hmm.
He's doing so. He's going to put them on there. He's also he says he's got one that he's going to put damaged, so it's going to be carted.
Carted. Poor Carter gets the bad.
It's going to be carted in one of the actual craters on the edge of the actual map. Just a little, just a little nod and a wink, little bit.
I just wanted to give a nod to James Winch for all the stuff that he's done for all this stuff. He's taking care of it, Andrew Frampton with Eagle 2,
definitely, yeah.
Eagle 1.
Have you saved your money yet so you can bid on Eagle 1?
Shit. Man, somebody, that's gonna suck because I'm worried that somebody's gonna get it and hide it. You know what I mean?
I don't think I've got a feeling it might not happen. That might not happen.
I hope so.
Who knows? I mean, it's like it's what it is. I mean, actually, I've got to share. I don't know if David's watching this, but I've got to share this. 1 minute, 1 second.
I hope David's watching this. Uh-oh, now you ruffled his feathers.
Yeah, it's the dog. Right. I don't think you saw it. So.
What you got there? 44-inch pod.
Taken from the mold off the original Eagle 1 pod.
Get out of here. Seriously?
That's what David said. But that's David painted it. This is David's paint job on it. I don't think you can see that. Well, let me just kill the light so you can see better. Hang on. There you go. You can see it a bit better now.
Yeah, that's a beautiful paint job.
So he painted it. I'm not touching it. I'm keeping it as is. And he said, "I've got something for you over the weekend." And I was like, he says, "It's not to be. It's not much. It's not much." And then he gave me this.
That's nice.
It's lovely. It's beautiful.
Yeah, it is.
I mean, I can remember going back when I built the first. Round 2, 22, and I did the VIP pod, and I went because obviously I got some. I was going to take some photographs of Eagle 1. And this was on the shelf, and I said to him, I says, that's nice, and he was like, yeah, it's all right, it's all right,
it's all right,
it's all right, and he's remembered, and it's lovely for him to actually give me this. I'll treasure this. I'll probably get a bottom made for it, and I'll have a word with my good friend in Canada if he can turn me some engine bells for it.
Oh, Mr. Reader could definitely
Mr. Reader. I'll have a word with Ian Lawrence because he did me some landing legs for the other pod.
Oh, look at there. David is watching. Welcome, David.
David.
That's awesome.
That is awesome. That is awesome. It's brilliant. This.
That is. I like.
We're just talking, David, regarding the weekend event and the numbers through the door. I think the event down at Cromford is just going to get bigger and bigger, and that's where I want. That's where I'd love.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, big thanks. Share this with everybody because David gave me this, and it's bloody excellent. Really excellent.
I wonder if he'd take payments on that, on the Eagle 1.
Have a word.
Oh man.
Yeah, I will treasure that. Definitely treasure that.
So, remember we were talking about Jan's build.
Yeah, James Winch and the
Jan.
Yes.
Look at that piping.
Okay, so did he? I presume because my previous job I used to work in is welding and fabrication. So I presume if that be aluminium tubing, so that'll all be TIG welded together. I'm presuming.
Yeah.
You can actually TIG weld with a MIG welder now. That was just coming in as I was leaving the industry. But wow, all that. I mean, come on, let's more pictures. Come on, show. Come on.
More pictures. Oh, I'm just pulling these off of Facebook right now.
Todd, you're so prepared.
Hey, I've been busy.
I know.
TIG, yeah. He says TIG welding.
TIG welding, excellent.
Yeah. But I mean,
that's an art in its own.
Do all these
TIG welding is an art.
I mean,
wow,
outstanding.
I mean, yeah. I mean, I take my, yeah, brilliant.
Yeah,
brilliant.
He's.
I mean, is he going to make the leg pods out of wood, or is he going to laminate them or something? Because if it's going to be living outside, you're going to obviously wood expands and contracts, so it cracks.
he's listening. Maybe we'll get him to answer that.
Because, that's a little...
It will only be welded on the inside because it will look ugly on the outside.
No, well,
Yeah.
end of the day, I've always said you weld it on the outside. You get a grinder and you tittle it up. That's what I always end up doing.
I need to get.
And then if somebody did a really bad weld, then I had to get the tub of car body filler out.
Right.
I shouldn't be telling you this. It's really bad. But the weld was good. Don't worry, the weld was good. It just looked a bit ugly.
Yeah.
We put car body filler on it and sanded it and blended it in.
Oh, my goodness. Here we go. All right. So here I've got some more pictures. Jeez.
We're waiting, anticipation.
Yeah. It takes a minute to get this stuff up.
Okay. What the hell?
That is
something else.
Yeah, look at that. I mean, there's the machinery back there, and look how big that is.
That's just... Also, I like the nice size shop as well.
Oh yeah, he's gonna have to have a big shop.
He's gonna do something like that.
Let me see.
So what made him want to... This is a question. What made you want to make something that big?
He said he's not sure about the wood stuff and outside, so...
Right. Yeah.
5 meter spine.
5 meter.
One cage took 11 ton without bending.
Wow.
Yeah. That's huge.
That is...
See if I can find another one.
That's something else. That really is something else.
That's his brother-in-law's place.
I mean, end of the day, when we make large studio models for filming, then, we work to a size because we know that only a certain... I know this sounds really dumb. I made a miniature for a TV show in Canada. The miniature was only this big. Somebody wants to ring me. Hang on. Not now. Busy.
Hello.
Not now. I'm busy.
Oh, here you go. Check this one out. Ba-bam.
Hang on a minute. Oh, wow. That's brilliant.
It is.
That's brilliant. Is he going to do the hoop, or are you going with the season 1 look? Because obviously with that frame, it could be season 1 or season 2.
I don't know. You know what? We just need to bring him on the show one
yes.
Ask him all the questions.
Indeed. If he's going that size, I expect a fully lit cockpit with all the flashy lights and everything.
Season 1.
Season one. So yeah, he needs a fully lit cockpit with all the flashing lights, all singing and dancing, and everything. Yeah, it wants to look wow, shall we say?
Eagle One's his hero. That's what he said.
Well, yeah.
All right. Well, so that's big. That's humongous.
All I can hear is "Fly me to the moon."
Right.
I mean, that was the comment that somebody said to me. They said, your Serenity is that big, you could actually fly it.
Right.
Yeah.
The cockpit's full of wood panels, so he's going to have to disappoint you.
My phone again. I'm not available. Go away.
That's all right. We're going to have to cut this here shortly anyway because I've got to be somewhere at 4. But
yeah, I mean, end of the day, the event. Just recap: the event was a success. Really well done. Fantastic displays all around. It'd be nice to get some more traders, more people standing. With, David brings specifically Anderson, Obviously, he didn't have Eagle One because Eagle One is down at the prop shop. So it was lucky I got the other Eagle finished, the big Eagle, and then I had the other Eagles, which are your two Eagles and other customers. So I had those at hand, and I try and show the other side of sci-fi. So obviously the Falcon, Serenity, the Back to Future car, and such like. But it'd be nice to have other people bring other stuff to display if they're in the local area. But we are aiming to go. We want to be big. We want it to go bigger, and it'd be nice to get more people on board to do it because there's not enough events up north in the UK.
So Jeff Ribble asked, how much does one of the cage units weigh? And Jan said 25 kilograms.
That's that. I could. He don't need to go to the gym, does he?
No, he can just work out right there.
just rep it. Just rep it.
Oh my goodness!
Get some reps in there. Definitely, man. That's mad. That is mad.
Well,
mad with Serenity, but that's yeah. What if I built a Serenity that big?
Oh wow! Your wife would probably boot you out of the house.
Yeah. Or get a bigger house.
Well, there's a reason to get a new house. Next time when we build another house, I want a workshop, honey. I don't want to operate out of the kitchen.
Like I said, I would love to have my own unit and then do the stuff from the unit. That'd be great.
You make do of what you got, and
I think
the products coming out are fantastic.
Well, thank you. No worries. Very humble.
You made a special build for me. They're all special, but what's that? How can I see? It's slipped my mind again. What's the name of that ship?
Is it an Eagle?
It's type of an Eagle.
Is it the Kestrel?
That's it.
Do you want me to bring the Kestrel?
Yeah, I'd like to see that. Just before we go here.
Just before we fly.
Hi, Nick McCarty. Oh, there she is.
Somebody said she looked ugly. I think she reminds me of a flying squirrel.
Right. Yeah, that is actually what they look like when they jump from tree to tree.
That's what it should be called. It shouldn't be called the Kestrel. It should be called the squirrel.
The squirrel. The flying squirrel.
But yeah, there she is. All.
Yeah, Yep. I've got a few different ships like that are built, and I really like that. I didn't like it when I first saw the original, but I've grown to like it.
It's different, isn't it? I mean, I've altered it from the original design that was done. I put that ramp on because it was like square, boxy at the back.
Mm-hmm.
So I put the ramp on because obviously it needs to drop down. That's where you're going to keep the buggy. That's where you're going to have supplies. All this section here is like a cargo kind of bay.
Right.
So, and I presume these sides will be living quarters. I mean, I can remember when I was doing this orange on the side here.
Mm-hmm.
Let me just kill the light because it's bleaching it out a bit. There we go. When I was doing the line, when I was doing these orange down the side, you said to me, "Oh, I don't know if that'll work. Oh, I don't know if that'll work. Oh, I don't know." I went, well, it's like this, Todd. I'll paint it on. If it doesn't work, then I'll paint it off.
It definitely works. It's almost like a VIP Kestrel.
Well, it's going back. It's like when you look at the stuff from season 2 when you've got the Super Swift and then you've got the Super Swift and then the Swift itself, and you've got the orange and the red going on with the piping, And it's just thinking about that and just going, right, well, then those colours work so well.
Yeah, I like it.
I know the light is white. It's so white here. I need a white balance. Hang on, let me see if I got a piece of card. Hang on. That's what they do in the modern day, don't they? Just a white balance. Hang on a second. If I've got anything white, I can just throw it into. Hang on, let me just kill that and then drop that back. Is it still very white, isn't it?
Yeah.
That's it. You can see it there, just there.
Away from the
Yeah, it's really weird. Why I'm getting so white?
Out.
Yeah, it's bleaching it out. That's what cameras do. That's why you paint things darker. I've been told. But yeah, it was a case of do something a little bit different. But yeah, I like it. You know.
Yeah.
I mean, I would probably change the beak, so it'd have something a bit different. Probably only half a beak. So these bottom pieces here, you know what I mean? So they're
right.
Yeah, just something a little bit different, but it's still got presence. I mean,
oh yeah,
that shape. It's not. Yeah,
I like it. Thank you.
No problem, my good man. No problem. I'll just put this back up here. And if anybody wonders where I'm broadcasting from, this is the kitchen. This is the workshop.
And there's the washer dryer. Those are the MK.
That's the MK57 Cylon killer.
That's pretty neat.
Yeah, but no, it's again, like I say, what customer wants is what the customer gets. So, like I say, Todd, you wanted that design, so we made that design for you, put it together. Something different. It's always nice to do something that's original as such.
Right.
But you've still got the thing about you've got to think how this is going to be painted. So you're going, well, I'm going to use how those are to paint the actual model. So yeah, it's good.
Looks like Peter O'Rourke's out there. He's the one that said there's always room for expanded 1999 universe ships.
Of course there is.
He does some fantastic, what do you call it? Drawing, I guess.
I'm going to show you something, Todd. I think you've already seen this, but it's not me. I never got around to getting it finished, but I can show it. I think you won't mind me showing it.
Uh-oh, there you are.
I don't think you'll mind me showing this. It's not done yet. There's quite a bit of work still on it. This is a...
Oh, yeah.
It's like a worker bee.
Worker bee for the eagle.
Yep. So when they were building the ultra probe and stuff like that in space, this is like a worker bee that goes around. It's taken from the idea from
Star Trek.
Star Trek, yeah.
Yeah.
Well, like I say, this is a one-man little drone bot kind of thing that one person would sit in. These here have got like tools that come out. So one's got a grapple, the one's got like a laser on it or something like that. And yeah, it's that's an engine from a 22-inch Eagle. But it's been 3D printed and resin printed. There's some little things I'm not quite happy with. It needs to be altered because the angles are not quite right.
Right.
Well, this is
work in progress.
Work in progress.
That's pretty neat.
You didn't see that.
See what?
Exactly. I don't know what you're talking about.
Yeah, Nick.
With that, I mean,
Nick says I'm broadcasting super sharp tonight. My new place that I'm at now has got fiber connection. So everything's. I'm not even hooked straight into the modem yet. So I'm getting really good.
That's good. That's good. I mean, we're on BT fiber, so that's not too bad. As you can see, I was making two of them. But just to give an idea to do with 3D printing, the actual body of that is 3D printed, but all
Right.
this, it's all plasticard. I had to remake all the, So even when you've got 3D printed stuff, you still have to,
Right.
So no little hatches on the side. So that would, so this here would flip up, so you could get inside it. But I presume you'd be wearing a pressure suit. So, and that's that. I say that's painted black, and obviously you got your 2 black windows.
That's pretty neat. Okay, we're gonna have to wrap this up because I got to get somewhere.
And I need my food. I don't have anything to eat yet.
Oh, you hungry?
Yes. Growing lad.
Well, I appreciate you coming on today.
Not a problem, Todd. It's always good to have a good old chin wagon. Try and keep it interesting for other people to actually want to participate. So yeah, it's all good. It's all good.
I moved. We're gonna have Augie Gonzalez on September 5th because the last show I had set up, the internet was at the old house. So
yeah,
I moved out of the country. And I'm thinking I'm gonna have all kinds of trouble. But look at my connection out here in the country, man. It's awesome.
There you go.
So
until some tractor drives over it.
Yeah, they better keep their tractors out of the way. So yeah, I appreciate you jumping on here, and
not a problem. Not a problem.
Do it again soon, and let's see what else. We'll just cover some more stuff. This is actually, like I said when I started the show, this is Todd's Corner right here. Wait a minute.
No, left a bit. Left a bit.
No, there we go.
No, my left. My left. There, yeah, you're on it. You got your finger on it.
Todd's Corner.
There you go. You'll have to do. You'll have to draw a line down there. Get some gaffer tape. Just put a line down there. There you go.
But yeah, I've got it set up in my living room in my house, and it's looking like it's gonna work out really good.
You need a little neon sign that says Todd's Corner.
Oh yeah, there we go. We'll get something. I just hung a couple signed autograph photos of the Nick and everybody up there, just to get my little feeling of how things are going to go. So anyway, I'm going to sign off here, everybody. Thanks for joining today.
And you. And today, Todd on that side of the water. I was on this side of the water.
Yeah, we had quite a bit of people on both places in the UK and.
Oh yeah. And then today we're here because we love Space 1999, and also we love model building, making sci-fi models. It doesn't have to be Space 99 all the time. We can say, look, we're building that.
Right.
Things are done, and show techniques, little tricks of the trade.
Yeah,
Smoke and mirrors.
I'm broadcasting in the Space 1999. Star Trek props and ships, Nebula, and I did Nick Tate fan club today just to make sure I could do all these. So
yeah,
and then of course on YouTube you can always go back and watch this stuff.
And then look at us and go, look at them there. Look what they said there. Oh, we can edit that bit and use that for. Look, oh. Yeah,
Peter said he's glad to see us, and he likes my little blinking nuclear waste cap back there. That means I'm online.
But if it's blinking, does that mean that actually that's a problem? It's that one. Yeah, you've got it. Yeah.
It's
does
the beacon.
Does that mean it might explode?
Well, I mean, it could. Hopefully not, because I just got settled in. I don't want to have to move again.
The big crater in Indiana.
Right.
What happened there? Well,
okay, everybody. Peace out. Thanks, Richard. It's been an awesome video.
And always look after yourself, Todd. Take care. And all you guys in the States, keep watching this space for more and more episodes of Todd's Corner.
Yeah, we're going to have Ian Lawrence and some other people soon. So
my hair might have grown by then.
Hey, it looks good. You don't have to worry about going all the time, or that's why I wear a hat.
Yeah, I know, because your hair's like, when you take it off, it just drops in front
Just
of your
goes,
eyes.
look like one of those sheepdogs. All right, everybody. Cheers.
Okay.
See y'all later.